Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kakasungura YouTube channel, and as usual, we are 9.3k subscribers. We are remaining with about less than 700 subscribers to clock our target 10,000 subscribers. If you're watching this video kindly, the only way you can support me is by clicking the subscriber button so that we move forward together. So many people have been asking me, Kaka, how do we promote you? How do we support you? The only thing you can do is to buy me a good camera. By the way, the camera I'm using here is 800D, and I'm planning to buy a 90D camera. 90D camera with a good lens is about the 190,000. You can even Google. So, if you wish that you can support me in one way or another, because I will be moving out of this platform to go and interview politicians out there before the general election. So we need a good camera that does a good job. So my M-Pesa number is down there. You can use Wave, you can use direct M-Pesa. So if you want to support me, just send your money to that number, and the little you have, send 10,000, send 20,000, send 100,000. Kwani iko nini? I purposely put that number because so many people have asked me in my inbox, Kaka, we want to support you. And I saw it better that instead of doing a private support, just let it be public that you are supporting me by purchasing a new camera. I'm buying a 90D camera, and it's about 190,000 shillings. So please, if you're willing to do that, then because of you pushed me to do that, then because some have asked me, Kaka, tunakununulia nini? Sawa, sasa nimesema ninunulie kamera basi. It's 190,000. M-Pesa number iko pale chini. As I record my video, I will be subtracting on a daily basis. Tukifika, for example, tukipata 10,000 today, kesho nikiweka video ingine I will subtract, niseme tumebaki na 180. Na kesho ingine tukipata, so tuna subtract until tumalize hiyo mchango. Na nikinunua kamera nitaileta hapa in public, niwaonyeshe kwamba this is the camera I've bought. Na mtabarikiwa zaidi. Back to politics, ladies and gentlemen. I have been analyzing and thinking to my own soul, you know. I've been doing soul searching, and I've been asking myself, what could have been the reason why William Ruto kicked out journalists in Molo, sorry. I've been asking myself these questions. Ruto has never chased journalists. How come today in his meeting he had to chase journalists out, and it had to be in Molo? I tried to find out the background information behind the decision by Ruto to chase them away. I was digging. What could have happened? What might have been the problem? What is this that Ruto wanted to tell the people of Molo in that meeting that he never wanted any journalist to know? You know, Ruto is playing the politics of Jomo Kenyatta, Moi, and partly Mwai Kibaki. What do I mean? During those eras, or during that era, Kenyatta, Moi, and Kibaki, we Kenyans never had access to too much information than we have now. Remember, Facebook came recently. Remember, mobile phones, smartphones came. In fact, the mobile phones that were very common by that time were Sagem, you know, the Nokia 1110. It came popular in around 2007. So it's just recent. Ni juzi too, you see. So people, by then Kenyans had no access to file videos, you know. And Ruto thinks that he's campaigning during that era where he can speak anything and nobody holds him accountable. He can speak anything today and tomorrow Kenyans have forgotten. The era that we never had Facebook, the era that we never had WhatsApp, the era that we had limited YouTube, the era that news could only be Moi, you know. Ruto thinks that Kenya is in those years whereby he can lie today and tomorrow say something, forgetting that yesterday he said this and this. And that is haunting him back badly. Now, the Nakuru governor, Honorable Governor Lee Kinyanjui, before Ruto and Gachagua visited Molo, he made a very long post on Facebook a post that attracted massive reactions, putting Gachagua into task to respond to critical questions to the people of Nakuru. And I want to read Lee Kinyanjui's post. I'm trying to understand why really Ruto had to chase out the media and told him, get out, we are discussing important matters. What are these important matters? Those are the matters I'm trying to find out. Which matters were these? Why? As I always say, Kaka, my work in this platform is to find the available information. I want to define my analysis, Okay, I might be doing analysis different from others, but this is how I define my analysis. Is to use the already available information to try and dig out into it and try to make assumptions of the possible reality tomorrow. I hope you got me clear. I try to use the available information. Like now, I'm using the Lee Kinyanjui's available information to dig deep into it, trying to make a possible assumption for an outcome tomorrow. So my question now is, what could have happened to William Ruto that he had to chase away journalists to discuss important matters? Which important matters are these? That is the question I'm going to answer in my analysis. Now, this is what Lee Kinyanjui posted. The deputy captain of the yellow team, that is Rigathi Gachagua, is visiting Nakuru, and welcome he is. Having realized that God is using him to answer some of our prayers, we look forward to his visit. Give Rigathi Gachagua a microphone. That is what he's saying. During the tour, several suggestions have been raised by members of the public. Your kind consideration will be greatly appreciated. The first is a public apology. Those are demands by Governor Lee Kinyanjui to Rigathi Gachagua. The first is a public apology to the people of Molo for the commissions and omissions during his tenure as the dreaded DO. Okay. It means Rigathi Gachagua was a DO in Molo. Okay. That was I'm learning from this post. So it means Rigathi Gachagua was a DO in Molo. Okay. You can take the opportunity to assure them that you've since changed. This is a modest request from the survivors. Okay. Now, from this paragraph, it's coming to my attention that when Rigathi Gachagua was a DO in Molo, he encouraged, or maybe is according to Governor Kinyanjui, he may be sponsored, he might have propelled some violence that led to chaos when he was a DO. That is why Governor Lee Kinyanjui is asking him that please come and respond to the survivors that since then when you were DO, you have changed and you are not the Rigathi of that time who propelled. I'm not saying he did, but I'm using the available information from Kinyanjui. Okay, let's move on. The Union of Nakuru University Students, UNUS, have also requested that you deliver a keynote address on the following topics. 1. Entrenching good governance and implementing Chapter 6 of the Constitution. I'll be reading Chapter 6 and see what it says. In the afternoon, the second session will focus on the role of rice and meat in Mount Kenya politics. Each session will take 30 minutes. That is Lee Kinyanjui. Lastly, we are aware of plans to reduce your airtime by some enemies of development. We will not take it lying down. Free speech is a right we cherish even for our opponents. Long live Rigathi Gachagua. Once again, you're welcome. Okay, I want to I want to read chapter 6. Chapter 6 of the Constitution. I want to see what it says. I'm not a lawyer and I've not crammed these things. I'm trying to peruse through my Constitution to see what it says. This is what it says. Leadership and integrity. Leadership and integrity. Chapter 6. Okay, now. Kinyanjui is putting Rigathi Gachagua into task. And you know what Rigathi Gachagua does when he takes a microphone? From this post, what I'm trying to understand is, when Rigathi Gachagua, if Rigathi Gachagua could have been given a microphone to respond to these issues, you know this is a governor, and a governor is a public figure. So, the people in attendance in that meeting in Molo were eagerly waiting for the answers from what Kinyanjui posted. Now, to my own view, it could have been so absurd, or rather kuchoma sana, if Ruto could have allowed Rigathi Gachagua to take over the podium to respond to these claims. And if Rigathi could have responded to these claims on record, then Governor Kinyanjui could have received some credits. I don't know if you are following me. I'm saying this. The reason why Ruto chased out the media, according to me, is before Ruto's tour and Rigathi Gachagua in Molo, Governor Kinyanjui had raised critical questions that were specifically addressed to Rigathi Gachagua. Now, when Ruto came, if he could have allowed Rigathi Gachagua to respond on the questions, in one way or another, we understand Rigathi Gachagua along the way of responding angechoma picha kidogo. So, Ruto had to kick out the media because, you know, Governor Kinyanjui is a governor, and these questions, there are people who are already waiting for the answers from Rigathi Gachagua, eagerly waiting for Rigathi Gachagua to respond to those questions. So Ruto had to chase out the media to discuss important matters. Which important matters? The questions that were directed to Rigathi Gachagua by Governor Kinyanjui through a certain team that was sent there to ask the questions. Hello? Ruto had to chase the media because if Rigathi Gachagua or Ruto could have responded to the claims on record, on camera, then the news could have been that Kinyanjui amejibiwa, and by saying that, Governor Kinyanjui could have received some elevation. All right. Okay. I think these are the important matters that Ruto wanted and yani ni kama Ruto alikuwa anataka kulima Kinyanjui kupitia hii maswali. Ruto ni kama alikuwa anataka kulima governor, lakini hawakuwa anataka on record confrontation. Right? That is why the media was kicked out to discuss Governor Kinyanjui's matters, critical matters. Hello? Lastly, I want to urge my deputy president, as you run your campaigns, I'm too young to advise you, and I'm not fit to advise you, but then because I have a platform, I am fit to give you an advice. Remember, you are dealing with the generation of the 21st century where information is over available. You are dealing with a generation that takes little sleep and spares the other time to peruse, to investigate, to find out, and to follow politics. So, if you say something today, make sure when you are saying another thing next week, you remember upstairs what you said last week. Am I connecting? Today I look like a lecturer. I don't have a lot of drama. Ruto is dealing with a generation where Facebook has all the information you need. Google has all the information you need. Wikipedia has all the information you need. YouTube has all the information you need. Twitter has all the information you need. So, the generation you are politically dealing with is not a generation during the presidential tenure of Jomo Kenyatta, Moi, and Mwai Kibaki. Those were different generations because information was so limited to people, such that a president anaweza sema anything today na akatae next week, kwa sababu after all there is no way unaweza pata record ufananishe kwamba last week alisema hii na leo amesema hii. So that is what you should take into consideration, that when you give your speeches, just know you are dealing with a generation that has all the records since you became a member of parliament. Hello? Anyway, may God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing and keep sending your money. Kamera ikikuja hata kama ni kesho, nitaileta hapa and I will show you that nimeleta kamera ndio hii. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Nyasaye abasiseni. Asanteni sana.